Let's take a look at some Madden 26 gameplay on the Nintendo Switch 2. This is the first time a Madden game has been on a Nintendo console in over 10 years. I believe the last one it was on was the Wii U, and that might have been 2012, correct me if I'm wrong, so it's been a long time coming. And I wanted to make sure to get you guys an in-depth gameplay on the Switch 2 and also just give you my thoughts on it because it does play differently than the PS5 and Xbox Series X versions. Now, first off, I'll say that visually I don't think it looks too much worse. Obviously, you know, with the Nintendo system, sometimes it's not going to be, you know, exactly a one-to-one to the Sony and Microsoft consoles. And it's also a hybrid console because a lot of people use it for the handheld aspect of it or the mobile aspect of it. So it is going to be a little different than playing it on Sony or Microsoft. But visually, I think it looks pretty darn close. Whereas like back in the day, I remember when Madden would be on the Wii versus the other consoles at the time, you could tell graphically it was just not up to par. But this is pretty close. The main places you'll see it is some of the little details like hair or textures. You could tell that it's not quite the same, but overall, I mean, it's close enough in my opinion. But the area where it definitely does lack, in my opinion, is the gameplay because it definitely does not run at 60 frames per second. And look, I'm not an expert when it comes to this type of stuff. I don't know if it's just at 30 for the entire game. I don't know if it kind of fluctuates. It might be one of those things where it fluctuates. But I swear, for me, I mean, at times it almost feels like it's going 20 frames per second. And maybe that's just because I'm used to playing on an Xbox all these years. I haven't played a Nintendo console in a long time. I didn't play the first Switch. I just got the Switch 2, and I didn't have time to even play it yet because I've just been too busy. But I want to check out some of the actual Nintendo games for the Switch 2. But in terms of a sports game, I mean, I haven't played any of the ones that came out originally on the other Switch. So this feels very drastically different for me. If you're used to playing on a PlayStation 5 or Xbox, this is going to feel a lot worse. Now, if you don't play on those consoles and you only play on the Switch, maybe for you, that's not going to be as big of an issue. But I think for a sports game, especially a game like football, having that higher FPS really matters a lot for your input, changing direction. You really can feel a little bit of a delay, and you see it a lot. Like I said, you could see it in transitions and stuff like that, or when it goes from the play call screen to the on-field, you could see that there's like that little bit of a hiccup with transitions or screen swipes and stuff like that. But you feel that same thing when you're trying to change direction on the field. But at times, what's weird is at times I will say the running in this game, at times it feels kind of smooth. It's like weird because it's completely contradicting everything else I've said so far. But I guess when you're not feeling the lag as much, like there are instances where you don't feel it completely, and the running actually feels really smooth in those moments, but it just doesn't really last. It's very hit or miss from play to play. Like there's a play or two here or there, you might even see it in this video where I'm able to change direction almost too quickly, even quicker than I can on my Xbox, but that's very rare that happens. Most of the time I feel like I'm kind of being delayed a little bit and it just feels a little choppy. Now again, I don't know if this is just something that you kind of have to be used to with the Switch because like I said, I'm not an expert on this. I haven't played the first one. This is my first time playing the second one. I don't know if, you know, other Nintendo games I'm sure feel fine on the Switch. Madden, to me, it doesn't feel good on the Switch. Now, if you're just a Switch player and you're not someone that plays PlayStation or Xbox, you're just Switch and that's it. You stick to Nintendo. You want something portable to bring with you and you can play it on the dock at home on your TV or a monitor if you want to. If that's the only system you have and you have not touched a Madden game on console in a long time, then this will probably be okay for you because you haven't played, you know, a higher FPS Madden. You haven't played modern Madden in a while. If this is your first time, you know, since the last time it's been on Nintendo, I'm sure for you it'll be fine. It won't be that big of a deal. But if you're someone that does play on regular consoles like a PlayStation 5, Xbox, and you want to get a Switch because you want a handheld, I just don't know if I could recommend playing Madden on this because I think it's just drastically different than playing on a PlayStation or Xbox. Also for me, something I was struggling with, you might see a couple crazy passes throughout this video, but the buttons were really throwing me off. And I don't know if you could remap the controller, I didn't look into it, but it's got the exact same buttons as an Xbox, like the letter buttons, but they're all in different spots. So I was struggling. I had to actually record this gameplay a few different times because the first couple games I played, I was just throwing really crazy passes because I was trying to see where the buttons were, but my muscle memory just tells me that the Y button's in a certain spot, the X button's in a certain spot because I've been playing Xbox for like 15 years now, so I would accidentally hit the wrong button on the controller. And again, maybe you can remap it. I'm sure that there's probably a way to. I just didn't look into it. So that was kind of a struggle for me, but that's just a personal issue. And also another thing I kind of noticed on the Switch, which I didn't notice when playing on Xbox, is it felt like the commentary at times was quite a bit behind the play. So it's just kind of weird, man. Like I said, if you're only someone that plays handhelds, you might be fine with this. But if you're used to playing Madden on a Xbox or PlayStation, I just don't know that I could recommend it. It just feels really choppy to me. And that's just my personal opinion. It just feels like it's not smooth enough. And a sports game, in my opinion, really needs that, because you need to feel like you're in control. And, you know, even at times on an Xbox or a PlayStation, they have moments where because of certain animations, you feel like you don't have total control. But now you slow that down on the Switch, and, you know, that whole game kind of feels like that at times. So just wanted to get a gameplay out for you so you could see. I'll let you listen to the commentary for the rest of this, but just wanted to make sure that you guys had some footage to look at and some opinions, kind of like a review on the game, because it is, to me, drastically different than Madden that you're probably used to if you have played on a PlayStation or Xbox. So just wanted you guys to know that if you maybe were on the fence about potentially getting it on a Switch.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. And they get this down to the 28. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. It's a design boot. The Jets get there and bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. And it's the Texans. Trying again, following the set. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. They go to him again. And he's going to find the end zone this time. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Gibson now to return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. The Jets headed out on offense late in this first half. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They probably try to get this into field goal range to trim that lead before halftime. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Fields throwing here. That's caught. He finds Alan Lazard.
Exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
From the gun, it's Hall.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
From the 47. They left him wide open. It's complete. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. From the red zone now. The Texans close it in, and they will get him. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash. Nevis able to knock it through. And that gets him back to within 11.
And with the
Set to return, this is Braxton Berrios. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now here's the Houston offense. They've got it first to begin the 3rd. They have played lights out on offense. Scored their first 2 times out, Brock. A chance to go 3 for 3 and grow that lead here. First and 10, a run to Mixon.
At the 40-yard line.
First down, Stroud. Throw right side, Dell has it. Throwing on 3rd and long. Connects downfield, on target to Dell. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans grow the lead coming out of halftime. Tank Dell with a touchdown. Well, Brock, that proved a little too tough to stick to. Turns out it was the right route to get a touchdown on that play.
Yeah, those corner routes can be some high risk at times, but big time rewards. Think about this for a second, Kate. We talk all the time.
out for the give to Hall. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Here we go. 118. What's that?
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Dell's got it near the sideline. Things Aaron Glenn's way. The call on the field is going to stand. A handoff for Mixon, running right.
Here we go.
Mixon gets it again on second down. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up third down. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. From the gun, Stroud. Finds him over the middle. Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4.
Oh, Eric.
Amy Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. This 42 yards from the right half. Up and good from Fairbairn. And that stretches the lead to 21.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. Here we go, sir.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Now it's Fields. And the Texans. So it's a win for the Texans. And it was a maestro of a performance defensively, limiting them to only 1 field goal. But shutdown football like that, Brock, it is no surprise they came away with the win.